yesterday when I thought the absolute ratio on two official Ubisoft YouTube accounts was pretty bad. They just have to make it worse for themselves. They can't just accept that they might need to change the game, they might need to delay the game. Let's be honest, it's not like they haven't delayed a game 8 or 9 years to try and appease the fans before, but for some reason this is different because it's now a Black Samurai that they have to push forward, and make sure anybody who criticizes it gets erased from the internet. And look, CD Projekt Red has its own issues, absolutely, but I think this one's a valid point here. CD Projekt Red's senior lead weapon artist apologizes for noting criticism about Assassin's Creed Shadows is valid. Now imagine a creator for another studio saying, no, that's kind of a valid argument, only to have all the weirdos in charge of these failing companies come back and be like, you gotta take that down. You gotta take that down. You have to be on our side. You have to be one of us. God, it's such a weird cult. So here we go. CD Projekt Red's senior lead weapon artist Michael Callas apologized for claiming that the criticisms Ubisoft and its development team are receiving for Assassin's Creed Shadows are valid. We'll get to his tweet in a second, because he didn't say anything worthy of being taken down and blacklisted. And here's what he wrote. The concerns and criticisms around Assassin's Creed Shadow are valid, and I personally think it disrespects Japanese culture with the provided historical inaccuracy. People, especially Japanese people, have full right to oppose trends like this. Nothing you said is wrong. And if we, from the video I did yesterday, the Ubisoft Japan is getting ratioed as well. I think it was a 10-to-1 ratio. A 10-to-1. Japanese people don't like it. Callas apologized for the comments on May 19th. Never fucking apologize to these weirdos. I've noticed criticism regarding my recent comments about AC Shadows. After reflecting on it and reading your responses, retweets, I realized I owe you an apology. Apology for what? Pointing out that Ubisoft just absolutely ruined any chance of Japanese people having a Japanese character in a Japanese-based game for DEI woke points because they had to put a black man in it. Like, what are you apologizing for? Are you apologizing to the mega corporation instead of the people? Sounds nope, hold on. All right, we're not gonna go there. He continued, first of all, I acknowledge that I am not qualified to share statements or discuss such topics. Everybody is qualified. Everybody is qualified to talk about topics because everybody has opinions. Everybody has thoughts. And sometimes your opinions and thoughts are completely valid. And the fact that you made a valid point and they came to shut you down so hard, it proves that your point was valid. That wasn't a discussion they had. We're like, hey, bro, like, blah, 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 blah. It was, you need to remove that now. You have to go with the narrative. You have to be one of the Borg. Your feedback has highlighted the importance of being more informed and respectful in my opinions. Dude, it's not like you said anything terrible. What do you mean? You literally just said, hey, maybe you should have made a main character a Japanese character, considering it's based in Japan and it's based on Japanese culture. No, what the hell? Okay. It has also shown me that we should be more open to new ideas and not restrict ourselves too much while creating new worlds. Oh my, what the fuck? Like the people who used to work at Ubisoft even said, like, yeah, Ubisoft lost the point. They've lost everything. They've lost the plot of the game. They've done all this weird stuff to essentially kill the franchise. We all draw inspiration from a wide range of media, and that's great. Well, apparently not, because you can't talk about it. I appreciate your patience and understanding. I've learned something valuable and will strive to do better in the future. I'm looking forward to the next AC. The setting intrigues me a lot. Yeah, that's cope. That's pure cope. Despite claiming he read criticisms of original post, it does not appear he is allowing as much criticism on his apology post, given he locked down his account. Yeah, so yeah, no, the company literally hit him with something. It was like, you need to quit talking about how this game is absolutely awful. You have to love it. All right, goes on to Grums, blah 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 blah. They go into the DEI reports, which are look. I go back and forth on the DEI stuff because one, it's government mandated, and two, some of this goes way past the extreme. Like, just give us the generic copy and paste quote and leave it alone with that. But now it's like we have to track our representation and inclusion data. Is that why all your games are shit now? Because you track it and you try and make the numbers. I don't want to even say equal. You try to overrepresent people, which means you hire the absolute bottom of the barrel. But yeah, here we go. Onboarding, modeling inclusive behaviors, building accountability to inclusion, developing inclusive future leaders. Yeah, so it's all just BS garbage about how they hire the worst people possible to get the numbers up so they can get brownie points and get BlackRock bucks because that's all they care about. Because they don't care about making money off games. They certainly don't care about the fans. They don't care about other people. All they care about is those ESG BlackRock bucks. But yeah, it doesn't stop there at all because, Assassin's Creed Shadow makes franchise history with most disliked trailer of all time. Of all time, it's like watching a Disney trailer and going to the dislike button and being like, "Oh my god!" The media will come and say, "Everybody loved this." You go and look at it, and there's nobody talking good about it. It's it's pretty bad. But I mean, I guess that's what happens when you finally give people a samurai and a Japanese theme for Assassin's Creed. And what do you have to do? You have to include your diversity for the main characters. It has to be a woman and it has to be a black man because reasons that have nothing to do with the game or the plot, just reasons. But hey, Ubisoft's made this bed, so I guess they're gonna have to, lay in it and suffer and get all the gangrene from them going septic. Oh, Ubisoft has its problems for a very long time. I don't think I've actually bought an Ubisoft game in a very long time. I think I got. I think I got one of the Ghost Recon games. And that was it. That was the last one. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't impressive. And I don't think I've bought anything since. But I'm curious, does anybody else buy Ubisoft games anymore? Do you guys just, not care about them? Because I'd love to hear that in the comments section. But while you're there, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. Until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.